What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Sister Girl on Films. And as you can tell by the title, I am back with Bel-Air, episode 5, PA to LA. So if you're interested in my thoughts on this latest episode, stay right there. We're going to get right into this review.
Hey, Sister Girl on Films, you don't want to miss a thing, better stay tuned in. So lay back, get into the vibe, in the mood. Real reviews from a sister's point of view. Trailer reactions, movies and TV. So entertaining and authentic, believe me. So roll that footage, I'm ready to chill. Time to hang out with my sister girl. Hey, Sister Girl on Films. Hey, Sister Girl on Films. Hey.
So the episode starts right off with Will picking Trey up from the airport. He's excited to see his boy, obviously. But Trey is under the impression that, Will is eventually going to come back home since Rashad has been taken care of. Everybody is missing Will. The basketball team needs him. Vi is missing him. But Will is kind of on the fence. He's like, I'm loving Bel-Air. I've had some great opportunities here. I'm loving the people I'm meeting. Like, it's working out for me. Obviously, that's going to be a point of tension between Trey and Will. And Trey, I kept calling him baby Don Cheadle. I just kept saying that. I said, look at little baby Don Cheadle. He looked just like Don Cheadle. And then y'all had a whole full out Raven Baxter moment. I was like, wait. Don Cheadle played Trey in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Why didn't y'all tell me that? I totally forgot. I forgot that he played him. So kudos to the casting department for casting a young man that reminded, at least me, of baby Don Cheadle, because Don Cheadle played Trey originally. But we'll get to Will and Trey at the end. So, that's what's going on with Will. He's excited. His boy is here from Philly. So he has ample opportunity to overuse Philly slang, which I'm sure the writers were so excited about. I don't know why. If you are from Philly, let me know in the comments below. Do y'all talk like this? Be real. Like, do y'all use young bull, you're, like, do y'all say that a lot? Like, is this normal? Because, I don't know. This feels like an abnormal amount of use of slang. But also, too, if y'all say it a lot and that's how y'all talk, then that's how y'all talk. But let me know in the comments below. If you're from Philly, or if you got family from Philly, or you visit Philly a lot, you Philly adjacent, let me know. Is this a normal amount of slang usage? Because it feels over the top to me. Just saying. So let's go ahead. Let's go to my girl Ashley. I want to go ahead and get her storyline out the way. Let me just start off with that. So I know a lot of you black, anti-gay, homophobic folks are going to have a problem with this Ashley storyline. And this is why I didn't mention it last episode, because I just wanted to see where they were going with it before I started jumping to conclusions about what they're going to do with her character. And the suspicions were correct. So this version of Ashley is questioning her sexual identity. And she lets Hilary know that, she feels comfortable telling Hilary, but she recognizes that she still likes boys too. And she, doesn't know how she really feels about it. And I liked when Hilary was like, I'm okay with you, being gay or, exploring this part of yourself. But I feel like you're just a little too young to be thinking about this in general. I don't care which gender you're attracted to. And I agree with Hilary on that aspect of it, because on some points, because yes, Ashley is too young to be thinking about, sexual attraction in that way, who she want to hunch with. But Ashley in the original was boy crazy. And I just kind of find it crazy that nobody had an issue with our original Ashley being boy crazy, because that was literally like her thing. She had a crush on a new boy every single week. She was obsessed with Tevin Campbell. It was a whole thing. But now, when our Ashley is questioning, does she like boys? Does she like girls? Does she like both? People are like, nah, it's too... Shut up. Leave Ashley alone. Let her have this little storyline. Let her figure out if she like boys, if she like girls, if she like both. It is what it is, okay? Young people nowadays, they don't care what you feel about them and their life and their decisions. They are questioning sexual identity. They're questioning gender. They're questioning religion. They're questioning so much. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Let them live their life and let them be who they need to be. But it's still a boring ass storyline. Regardless of anything else, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like they didn't know what to do with Ashley as a character this time around. So, you know, they just kind of threw stuff to the wall to see what fit. So we'll see how this will play out with Ashley. Honestly, y'all, I think this will just really be like a second tier storyline, and it'll be mentioned and they'll try to make it a thing, but I think we as an audience are just not gonna be that invested in Ashley and who she has a crush on and who she don't have a crush on. That's just my thoughts. Moving on to, let's go to Aunt Viv. So Aunt Viv is still, you know, getting closer and closer, and eventually she gets to a point where she does paint again this episode. I kind of had an issue with the fact that she was painting in this fly-ass outfit. She had like a cream-colored cami on with some satin pants, and I'm like, girl, you ain't got a mock on though. An apron. Ain't it called a smock? A smock? Mock? I don't know. She ain't got the thing that they wear when they paint. She didn't have it on. So, ma'am, either you're not really that good of an artist if you didn't get paint everywhere, or you're giving me Bob Ross and you're super, super careful, and it's just, I don't know. I didn't understand how she was painting without having her clothes protected. It didn't have no paint on her nowhere, not on her hands, not even a little bit on her face, nothing. Anyway, but I don't know. I feel like they introduced Mike Ely as her former friend, art director, guy that was kind of flirting with her. She gave him the eyes subtly. You know how women, how we do when a man is looking good and he walks a little bit in front of us, we kind of checking out, trying to see what the looking like. But so she did that to him. So I don't know if he's going to maybe add some drama. He's going to try to push up on her. She's going to reject his advances. And then they're going to try to pull in that original storyline with Aunt Viv questioning her looks and is she still attractive with Phil. I don't know where they're going with this. Like, I don't know. But Aunt Viv, you know, her painting was cute or whatever. I expected more, the way they were bigging her up, but it was pretty good for what it was. So yeah, that's all was happening with her character, you know. So let's move on. Let's move to the next boring character, Uncle Phil. So Uncle Phil has kind of got himself in some hot water because of the comments he made at that whack-ass skating party about defund the police. And so now there's a senator and the chief of police, as we kind of suspected would be the case, you know, are on him. You know, his opponents are, you know, trying to coin him as, you know, being super liberal. You know, he backs defund the police, things like that. So people are using his words as like a campaign smear, but Uncle Phil is standing his ground and he's like, you know, I stand by my words. I said what I said, and that's how I feel. So I do like that Uncle Phil is, you know, going for that angle. I think that in the end, it's probably going to bite him in the butt, and I don't think he's going to win being DA. But we'll see, because I don't understand the tone of this show. So I don't know if it's supposed to give us like the feel goods, or if it's supposed to be drama, or if it's supposed to be slight comedy. Like, I don't know. So I have no idea where they're going to go with this Uncle Phil storyline. But let's move on to Hilary. So Hilary is now officially a part of the influencer house. And so she is throwing this big old party to kind of, you know, as a welcome to my life. I don't know, child. Trying to impress them, I guess. And so while they are there, Trey is a little tipsy, and he kind of spills the bean to Carlton's bitch ass about the incident that happened with Will and Philly. And so now Carlton is pissed off, which it doesn't even make a whole lot of sense to me, but I'm going to get to that in a little bit. But while Hilary's new crew is there, they pull like this whack-ass prank on the Banks family. I'm like, this episode had a lot of pointless moments. Like, them pulling that prank and dude coming out with his very super toned butt. Okay. Coming out naked. And I was just like, what is happening right now? Why is this happening? Like, we couldn't just have a scene of them having dinner and maybe, just maybe, the influencer house guests weren't there. And it was like maybe like a final dinner with Hilary and the family. And then Trey just so happened to be there because he was visiting that week. And then Trey was maybe a little bit drunker than normal. He was acting funny. Will noticed it, but nobody really did because they don't know Trey like that. And then he kind of blurts out the whole situation with Will. Like, let's say he made like a dramatic toast. I want to give a toast to my boy Will. You know, I see you doing it big out here. I can't wait for you to come back home. You know, Rashad is dead. You know, you ain't got to pull the blicky out no more. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the family is like, you know, oh my God, his story is out. Carlton gets pissed off, walks away. Like, make it a whole dramatic moment. But having these shenanigans with the influencer house was just dumb. Like, that was the opportunity to really have like a good moment of like this revelation being made at the dinner table. Carlton being pissed off, everybody being confused except for Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil, the kids being like, what is happening? It could have been the setup for a whole lot of drama, but I ain't in the writer's room, so I ain't gonna do with that. But Hilary overall, I don't know what they're gonna do with her in this influencer house. Here's what I think might end up happening, although given what we're seeing so far by episode 5, I don't think the writing is gonna be this complex, but I think, in my opinion, there might end up being like a sex tape character story for Hilary. Maybe she's like in the influencer house and she's hooking up with somebody, and then there's like a camera in her room, then it gets leaked and it's a whole... That's my thought, but I don't know, child. But other than that, ain't nothing going on with Hilary, child. She just gonna go to the influencer house, and that's that on that. Okay, so let's go to Carlton. I know some of y'all are starting to like Carlton. He has not grown on me. First of all, if you and Will are supposed to be trying to build this this cousin connection, then after Trey ran his drunk mouth, why, instead of busting into Will's room and being like all accusatory, how about just be like, yo, I need to know what happened in Philly because Trey told me yada, yada, yada. I don't know I don't know what's going on. Like, tell me the truth, Will. Have it be like an emotional moment. Let Will explain what happened, or let Will be like, Carlton, I'm sorry, I can't tell you. And then he'll let him be pissed off and then go to Uncle Phil, be like, why are y'all keeping stuff from me? Like, let that be the intense, dramatic moment. But him going in and being like, I know about the gun, I know about the fight, I know what my father did for you. You just stay away from my family, stay away from my friends, and stay away from Lisa. Boy, get out my room. And put some lifts in your shoes with your short ass. So Carlton, goes to Uncle Phil and is pissed off because he helped Will get out of jail. Boy, it's family. If I had the means to help my family members that have ever been in legal trouble get out, and if I had the power, you better believe I would have did it. But Carlton, he whack. So Uncle Phil is really like, I can't, I did what I had to do. I can't really go into the details with you. I just did what I had to do. So that kind of makes me feel like at some point Carlton was in some trouble and Uncle Phil didn't really bail him out. I don't know what the beef is behind it, but Carlton just be doing the most. And he doing all this because of Lisa, who don't even want him. Now that's the saddest thing of the goddamn show, honey. You doing all of this, hating on Will, trying to out him, trying to ruin his reputation for a girl that don't even want your ass. Are you not embarrassed? Be embarrassed, Carlton, because that is a shame. He went in to kiss Lisa. She was like, boy, thank you for helping me with my mama memorial event, but no, thank you. So you embarrassed. And now you gotta, go home and take your ball back home with you because you look dumb. And she still like Will, even though Will is acting weird about the whole her dad's police officer thing. He don't want to deal with her. I don't know. It's stupid. At first, I was happy with Lisa being in the show this early on, but now I'm just starting to feel like she now is also just added as a plot device because they really didn't know what story they wanted to tell with these characters. And it's starting to become a lot annoying. All right, so that is it with Carlton. Now let's get to Will and Trey, aka Baby Don Cheadle. So Will and Trey. Trey, I just kind of feel like, okay, I get it. Like, you're upset that your homeboy, is thousands of miles away, literally on the other side of the country. You love him. Y'all are good friends. Will even kind of half-hearted, not even half-heartedly, he may have been genuine about it. Was like, why don't you just come and stay out here with us too? And Trey was like, nah, I'm just your friend. They your family. They not going to want to have me in their house. Which I get, and I agree with that. I think Will was kind of out of pocket with suggesting that. But Trey, hit it right on his nail on the head. He was like, you out here in LA, in Bel-Air, living it up, I was still in the hood dealing with the repercussions of your actions because we never would have been at the basketball park that night if your ego had not created this drama in the first place. I was the one getting stomped out and jumped. I was the one that got shot. And I'm the one that's still living in the hood, trying to deal with day to day and still dealing with Rashad's boys and all the other stuff. I definitely get Trey's frustration. also, though, I get where Will is coming from because, yes, you know, my ego, you know, got us in that bad situation, but also now I have a better opportunity. Why wouldn't I take it? Because I can't lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, me being me, if I had the opportunity to go live, you know, with my rich uncle and live the high life and driving a Lexus to school every day versus living, you know, in the hood, say what y'all want. I'm living in Bel-Air. I'm just saying. So I don't think Will is wrong for that either. But I can see how this is going to be detrimental to their relationship. And I do feel like this is the last we're going to see of Trey, which I hate that because I didn't think he was that bad of an actor. And I think there was more that they could have done with his character. I really wish Rashad had not gotten killed so early on. And I wish they had stretched out the Rashad storyline to the end of the season, so it could have continued to give us tension and drama in the show. Because right now there is none. There's no drama. There's no tension. And that's what I'm not liking about this show. Like, the whole purpose of it was it to be like a dramatic retelling of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And right now, I don't know what the show is doing. I don't know what the tone of the show is supposed to be. Like, I can get where it's supposed to be dramatic at times, but it's not dramatic enough. And then they try to throw like little comedic moments in there, like the shit with Influencer House, and it falls flat. And then we have Jabari and his over-the-top imitation of Will Smith that it's just starting to wear thin on my nerves. I'm not feeling it. And then our boy Jeffrey wasn't even in this episode. Like, it's the inconsistencies for me. And so I really feel like the writers and the creators of this show had a vision, and then somebody with a little money kind of got into the room and was like, I like what we're doing here, but I want to see these changes. And it really feels like we're watching two different shows at times, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna stay around. You know, it's only 11 episodes, so we're halfway there. So I'm gonna stay to the end to see how we wrap it up. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna hang around for season 2. Like, they really have to really hone in on the tone of the show. What are we trying to do? Is this supposed to be a story for story reboot, or are we genuinely making our own thing? Because I can see a clash of ideas here, and it's really not making sense. And then the fact that we had a whole entire scene with Uncle Phil flipping pancakes, I said, y'all getting on my goddamn nerves. That scene annoyed me. Why are we spending this much time on this man flipping pancakes? But anyway, y'all, let me know in the comments below how you felt about episode 5, PA to LA. How are you feeling about this tone of the show? How are you feeling about the direction of the show? Are you still in, or are you this is enough for you? Let me know. And then also, if anybody comes in the comment section making anti-gay rhetoric, talking shit about the Ashley storyline in a way that is anti-gay or homophobic, I'm just gonna block you from my channel and delete your comment, because we not here for none of that over here. We don't do anti-black, we don't do anti-gay, we don't do anti-nobody marginalized, period. So don't try it. So as always, y'all, like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see y'all next time for something else. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.
Hey, look, I talk my shit and keep it honest, keep it independent. I hear them hating, but that's only cause they inconsistent. He said the weapon wouldn't prosper, now they wouldn't form. I'm about to golf, I hit the